The Nightside Project. Finish the day happy with Ethan Millard and Alex Keary on KSL News Radio.
Hey there, and welcome to The Nightside Project. I'm Taylor Powers. Guest host Ethan and Alex have stepped away. I'm here at Sundance Film Festival with Warwick Thornton, the director of the film Sweet Country, which is having its premiere in 3 days in Sydney. That's correct?
Yes, absolutely.
And for those who are not familiar with the film, give us a little bit of an understanding of the backstory and kind of what it's trying to purvey.
Oh, God. Here we go. Sweet Country is a Western set in Central Australia in 1929. It's about how justice in the frontier has sort of been neglected. Mm-hmm. It's about the stealing of Indigenous land, the push for non-Indigenous people to take over land and create their own empires.
Yeah. And it's something that I was able to see the film, and by the way, it was very well done. I very much enjoyed it.
Why, thank you.
And it's unlike anything I've ever seen before, as it's an Australian Western, and being, here in the States, it's most common to see the Westerns in, Wyoming or Colorado. So what was it like filming? It was all filmed in Australia, correct?
Yeah, absolutely, in Central Australia. Yeah.
And what was kind of what was that like, being out in the Australian desert and with the various conditions and quite the crew with you?
Well, I was born in Central Australia, so I grew up in the desert. The interesting thing is that it's sort of, we have a frontier just as much as any other country has a frontier, and the funny thing is that we made a couple of films in like 1906, 1907 about. We call them bushrangers, not outlaws. That were based, they were basically the first westerns ever made in the world. One of the first features ever made in the world was a film called The Adventures of the Kelly Gang. And I was born there. It's really hot and there's no water, so I was kind of used to it. It was, and it's sort of the crew it was hot, so they needed to drink lots of water. But it's kind of, I don't know. It's where I was born, so. It was nice to go home to Central Australia and actually make a movie there.
Yes. And was the film something that they came to you as a project to direct, or were you inspired by it to really be a part of the project?
Well, I'm Aboriginal and from Central Australia, so I didn't write this film. It was written by an amazing man named David Tranter and another amazing man named Stephen McGregor, two fantastic writers. And it came to me with producers, and it came to me with money. And I read it and went, wow, this is awesome, this is a gift. And it really empowered me because it's about my people and about that sort of frontier colonisation land grab that sort of happened all over the world. And that's kind of, that's how it happened. Yeah, so it's the first time I've directed something I haven't written, and it was really good fun.
And the crew the cast is quite well known, with Brian Brown and Sam Neill and a few other faces coming to light. What was it like interacting with them and being able to direct these complex characters in the film? Those two are ratbags. They're really good friends. Brian and Sam are good friends. So they spent a lot of time teasing me as a director, which is sort of annoying but good fun. Yeah. But we had a really good time on the shoot. And I've done enough films now to be able to stand up to A-list actors and tell them what they need to do and to snap out of it when they're being silly. So it was good. We had a really good time. And they were really empowered by the script as well. They really wanted to make the film. They went right out of their way to change the other schedules that they had, the other films that they're doing around the world, to actually to be on this set. So it was amazing having them two there. Good. And with them being inspired to do the film, and I imagine everyone else on this project, it's such a meaningful piece for the audience, that your potential audience that is not aware of the film yet. what would you say to inspire them to, that this is an important film to see?
Well, I come from a place where you don't abuse the screen. You know what I mean? If you've got an opportunity to tell a story and you've got an opportunity to put it in cinemas, you actually should have something to say. I'm not really interested in popcorn, and I'm not really that interested in making money. We make movies for small budgets. We make our money back very, very quickly, and so that's not a problem. But if you're going to make a movie, do you have something to say? You know what I mean? Have you got something important that's going to go on the screen rather than just a load of rubbish? And it's that's the kind of idea of where we come from, and that's why a lot of famous actors came and worked on this film, because they felt that it had something really important to say.
It definitely did, and it's obvious through watching the film that it really speaks to high volumes, and it's something that everyone should be able to relate to and see and understand, and just look at the world through a unique lens.
Yeah, thank you.
So thank you very much for being here, for making the film, for putting out an important message.
No worries.
And have a great time at Sundance.
Let's get out of the cold.
Okay. From the Nightside Project here at Sundance at the Music Lodge, thanks you for listening. Take care.